installing this camper is I am just quality controlling the main piece of paneling is going to start right here, and I'll put like 1/8 of an inch or something like that, 1/8 of an inch over here. It starts right here. Here's the seam, the panel seam. Oh darn. The paneling seam. And so it starts right here. The paneling seam does, and needs a little work, but another layer over there. But yeah, it starts here and it's going to go up here, and I'm just seeing if the roof is leaking anywhere. So, you know, I've got to replace the wood, the paneling here, the framing in the corner. You're seeing how this camper is made out of foam. Damn. Yeah, I got it so close up. This thing is so close. This camera gets it so close, you know. But yeah, see this, the framing up under here has got to be replaced, and it's going to be glued in it with adhesive, you know. Framing down through here. And I might just take the whole roof and fiberglass it. I've been watching these YouTube channels about how they fiberglass and make car parts out of fiberglass. Parts out of fiberglass. Let's see. Yeah, they make car parts out of fiberglass. This is just, I took this piece of paneling, this foam out here, and what I'm going to do is attach it down underneath of there. And I'm not going to tear all this cabinet out because these campers are built from the outside in. Most of these campers, if you're going to understand how these campers are built, you know, they're built from the outside in. These campers are built from the outside in. Yeah, they're built from the outside in, these campers are, you know. And they put a lot of the wall electricity through the paneling, through the cabinets, interior cabinets. Ouch. Hey, Buster. No, I don't keep in touch with Elvis. I don't keep in touch with him, Buster. 02. Looking pretty nice under the awning, though. Yeah. Let me see. It's too close up. It's zoomed in. You see? Yeah, it's too zoomed in. That's the only thing I don't like about this thing. It's zoomed in. Why is it so zoomed in for? It's zoomed in. It's zoomed in. I don't know why this thing is zoomed in like this. I hate that. How it's all zoomed in. So, yeah. But yeah, I've taken this paneling out, you know. I've taken this paneling out and I've got it clean. And this far end over there of the paneling ceiling is going to be re-adhered and stuff like that. And it's going to be re-adhered. I'm not going to tear out the cabinets because the cabinets are just, it would do too much damage to it to destroy the cabinets. So I'm going to leave those. I'm just going to put some framing. What little framing there is in this camper. You can see these, and there are plenty of these campers around. These campers like mine with the aerodynamic front end is built from 86 to, really from 81 up to 86 to 91, you know, and then more of the fiberglass ones like this on up to the early 90s, and the ones through the 80s don't have the heated basement, but they're still the laminated construction. So these campers are a good deal. They don't have much wood framing in it to repair. If you're going to redo a camper like this laminated construction with fiberglass siding, you know, it doesn't, it's 80s, and this in this early 90s, it's called the Real Light, or as they call them as well, they have a rebranded version called the Very Light. Real Light and Very Light, you know. Real Light and two brands that are, you know, built like this. And so I'm just looking and seeing if there's any leaking or anything like that, you know. I'm looking and seeing if there's any leaks, and I don't see any leaks right now, you know. But it's important to see leaks before you put the paneling back up. But I don't like this vinyl paper. I really like to have it without that vinyl paper on it, because the walls can't breathe, you know. So, yes. Yes. It's sitting under the awning right now. But, sitting under my awning. It's a Carefree of Colorado awning. Yeah. But I'm going to get a 6x3, you know, I'm going to get a room, like a tent room to go around this. And I'm going to make a tent out the door into the awning. So oh, I just thought I would show it to you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I got two on my property. Somebody dumped, you know, and, cat with kittens, you know. And Buster, welcome to the channel here. Welcome. Thank you for coming. Join, subscribe if you want to. It doesn't cost anything. And so here's the Honda that I drive to work every day. I've been driving the Honda to work every day. 247,000 miles on it. It's a stick. It's a 5-speed. I actually enjoy driving a 5-speed now. I actually enjoy driving a stick. It's fun. And there's a little truck camper right there. It's dirty right now, but I like this big one because it has more space. And you have room for the awning and stuff like that. My mom can sit under the awning too, but yeah, definitely have a... Yeah. Yeah, so it's a good place to sit under the awning of a truck camper, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. So, yeah, awnings are great. I like awnings. Yeah. Yeah, this piece here is the edge of what the countertop attaches to, and that's what the paneling is going to attach to. So, with that, and I can do that and attach it. I think I'll take this piece out here and reframe it and put a modular panel in there. So that's how we're going to do that, and make a modular panel to go there too. So that's just these panels, partial wall pieces now. Oh, yeah, partial wall pieces, you know, to use to be able to fix this wall. So I'm just kind of in here, just kind of checking to make sure there's no leaks in here. You know, I've been working on this camper, and so I'm just making sure there's no leaks, and I thought I would film it. You see, there is I need to put a piece of wood back in there. That's for to support the, I think that. And here is going to have a piece that's where your electric. Have a piece of wood in here. This is all to support your. And then this board coming down through there is going to be replaced. So you can replace part of the ceiling, you know, to level it out, and then put another piece of laminated plywood on it. So that's just, and you have when I said there's no framing in this camper, you know, there is a heavy piece of framing here and there, and it's to support the weight of the air conditioner. So heavy framing in this camper, and it's only around that to support the weight of the air conditioner. That's the main heavy wooden frame in here. So it's all dried up now. It's dried out where it was wet and it's dry now. And I don't like that vinyl paper because it's got to breathe, you know? The wood has to breathe. If it gets wet, it's got to dry out. And if it gets wet, it just can't dry out with that vinyl paper on there. So you can paint it white, you can varnish it, you can do whatever you want to do with it. But basically, that's what that's about. Yeah. It just takes some work, you know, just checking to make sure there's no water in here. No leaking, no water. And I took that that thing out of the ceiling. It was a crank-up antenna. It was a Winegard crank-up antenna. It's not a good thing. And so I got rid of that Winegard crank-up. Okay, we'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.